vacation. I ain't talking Mardi Gras. With a little patience, you'll be eating Budokan. What you want? What you want? Made some choices for a profit.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them? Great tendency and go play action and go for the big shot.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They learned that one over.
And loaded right out of bounds. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go.
4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They could not cover. And they turn it over. The Falcons go for it. It doesn't work out. And in the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To James Cook. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Play fake. Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, Charles, he's still a young single caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 31, Cousins eluding the pressure right. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Falcons 7, Vikings nothing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they try the right side here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
3rd down, it's Willis.
Got an open man, it's Olave.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Willis will look to throw it. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Bill Trott fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, not often you hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins now. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And complete, right side to Cook. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Vikings sit 5-10 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Dancing to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready up!
Second down, here's Willis. That's out to the flat for Gibson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. Yes, it's the 1st half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
And the Falcons first down.
Willis will look to throw on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 14-0. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Cousins throw complete there to Bateman. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Cousins. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On play action, Cousins. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to Dobbs. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time,
The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-enter.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. First and 10, it's Willis. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 52 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much... He's got a man, complete! And he'll be brought down just shy of the 50.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given much to cheer for so far. Never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Coleman. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Complete to number 81. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Cousins to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Escaping the pressure right. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now what we have here, a third and goal. Cousins again. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
York able to send this one through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Throwing, Cousins. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On second and goal, Cousins being chased out left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Flush to his right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Romeo Doubs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Willis.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. This time, Willis will throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Sly able to put this one through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 2nd and 7 from the 20. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. Completes it again to Dobbs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They go right back to him for 20 and 1st.
Defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit of that.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Cousins will try and throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1 yard line. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 75 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame him?
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Malik Willis, 55 yards. And the Falcons are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this... And that's caught inside the 35! This down about the 42-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air again, it's Cousins. Coleman has it here right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Play fake. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
He was brought down by Foya Sade Oluwakim. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Willis backed up to his own end zone here, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, they get a critical 10th win on the year with 1 game left to go.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20 years career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shut out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause